Good morning, interwebs. We are going wine tasting because wine tastes good. So we are at Cambria Vineyard. So my review of Cambria Winery. As always, we already know we like Cambria. My sister has a membership here, so we drink Cambria a decent amount when we were here. Delicious. And I liked the Viennese or something like that. It's got a G in it, but you don't say it. That was good, and I had my extra, like, you do the flight of wines, and then they're like, is there something you'd like a retaste on? Why, yes, I'd like a retaste of that one, please. So I had that one twice, and then I always like their Pinot. That's kind of a go-to that we drink when we all used to still drink red wine. As a general rule, anymore, I don't drink red wine because it tends to make me feel hungover, even when I haven't had hardly any. I think it's tannins. And my sisters both have the same problem. We were actually just discussing this, so it is kind of funny that apparently we're just getting old and share genetics. And then as far as the reds, I like their Syrah, but I already knew I liked Cambria Syrah because Syrah is my favorite kind of wine when given an option and it doesn't make me feel sick. But now I tend to drink like Rieslings and like sweet wine that I used to think only weak sauce wine drinkers drank, because my preference is really dry, really strong reds, and I can't drink them anymore. So now I'm apparently one of those weak sauce wine drinkers. So we are moving along to the next place that my sister and brother-in-law have a wine membership, and I will let you know how that all turns out. We went to Andrew Murray Vineyard, which was a much more pretentious vineyard, but I did buy a bottle of wine at this one. I can't even remember the name of it, so I'm sure I will show you all later what it looks like. But it was tasty, and it's a bottle of red.
Tasted too much to remember.
No, it's a grape I'm not familiar with, actually, is the problem. Like Sursault or something like that. But it's a grape I'm not familiar with, and I bought a bottle of red because I don't really drink red very much anymore, but I thought that means it can be a celebratory bottle. Celebratory that I buy it, and celebratory when I drink it. Plus it's a red, which means I can stopper it and drink it over time more slowly than I would a white. So now we are off to visit my nephew at UCSB. For those of you that care for the ocean, here it is. Steve and I have become crotchety old people who now complain about the price of things. Steve would like to provide commentary on the price of gas.
For $3 a gallon, no wonder people bike and walk everywhere around here. It's not that they're college students, it's that they can't afford to drive.
Yes. I don't remember if I told you, we are in Santa Barbara right now. We're going to see my nephew here, maybe, in a little bit. But right now, we're just getting overpriced fuel for our car. It's like 11:30, 11:40. I just turned off the computer, so I don't remember what time it said. Anyways, it doesn't matter. Everybody is sleeping but me. Well, my mom and Steve and the kids are all sleeping, and my dad is sleeping on the couch watching TV, and basically just the back of his eyelids. And I have been watching a bit of YouTube and editing all the vlogs that I have backlogged because, let's see, I finally got it to quit hating vlog 212, which was the end of our trip, which it just kept spitting out different pieces that the program was hating because apparently I come to my parents and the vlog stopped saving nicely. I don't know. It's not like I do something different. I don't know. Anyways, so that is all sorted now and up, and you will have seen it days and days ago at this point. And then I edited the vlog since then. And yeah, like I said, watched a little YouTube and hung out down here because everyone else was sleeping already. And now I'm going to go and sleep myself. Also worthy of noting, we had a good day. That's, you know, worth noting. I think that's fairly apparent by the vlog so far. We went and saw UCSB, and then we came back here, and my mom had made some pork and rice, and I made some veggies, which we put in like the pork gravy stuff, and it was delicious. And my sister came by again to pick up her dog, and so we hung out with her a little bit. tomorrow we are going to her house to have like brunch, and my other sister Kathy is coming up to visit with her brood, so we should have brunch and hang out for a wee bit before Steve and the kids head out about lunchtime to go up to his parents. And oh, I was gonna tell you, tonight we finished a book. You know, we read, the kids and I have a read aloud at bedtime, and we incorporate it with our Brave Writer books for homeschool. And anyways, we have been reading The Great Horn Spoon by Sid Fleshman, I think, something like that. And it was good. The end was a bit more buttoned up and tidy than I thought the story lent itself to. There was even like a good kind of twist and turn at the end that I found amusing and kind of followed along with the cleverness that the book had had so far. And then like the last chapter, the last third of it was like button up the story in a completely predictable and happy ending way. But it all ended up okay, and the kids enjoyed it, and it was fun. And we were like halfway through as I'm reading it, and Steve's half falling asleep. And I get to one point, you know, I'm at the height of the excitement, I'm reading it. And my son walks over to the bed and puts his hand on his arm, which is, when we're doing read alouds, our signal so that you don't interrupt my reading is if you want to say something or like talk to me, you come over, you put your hand on my arm, and then I put my hand on top of their hand to let them know that like I acknowledge that they're waiting. And then when I feel like I'm at a good point, like the end of a sentence or a paragraph, or depending if I can tell they really have nothing to say, like a whole page, then I will say, what did you want to say? And they will say whatever it was. But so I stop at like the end of the sentence. I'm like, what? And he goes, I am so excited. I really want to know what happens. I was like, if you go lay down and are quiet, then you could hear what happens. But right now we're doing this whole rigmarole. So anyways, that was funny, but it was also like, come on, I want to know what happens. So we finished the book. It was good. And apparently this author has written another book. This book is from like the 40s or 50s, but he has written another book, which is not at all about the same characters, but I am looking forward to attempting to read in the future. So we will see you all in the morning. Nighty-night!